you very much. Appreciate it. Well, we're glad you're here tonight. And well, my wife dragged me out to the Possum Lake Little Theater last night. And they were doing Camelot, which is pretty good. It's smart of them to do, you know, because doing a musical there, because when you're sitting there thinking that they can't sing, you forget about the fact that they can't act either.
Oh, Camelot, I love that. Camelot, I know it might sound a bit bizarre.
You don't just sound bizarre, Harold. But you know, while I was sitting there last night at the show, I was sitting there thinking, you know, Possum Lodge is kind of like our Camelot. And I'm thinking, boy, wouldn't it be great to have a day where we all dress up like Knights of the Round Table and force people to become Christians and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, you know, because, you know, they used to wear armor and stuff like that. Like, they had chain mail. I got a chain letter once, but that's a lot different.
Just ignore him. It's not rude. It's saving his life. So stay tuned and watch a bunch of middle-aged guys recreate the Middle Ages.
If ever I would leave you...
Don't tempt me, Harold.
Okay, now this is the big one. For a free hairstyle and moose from Ed's Taxidermy. That isn't right, is it? No, it's it's for a free any style hair or moose from Ed's Taxidermy. That's completely different. Okay, Uncle Ed, you have 30 seconds to get Mr. Franklin to say this word. 30 seconds, and go.
All right, household appliance.
Widescreen TV with a built-in VCR.
No. For cleaning.
Cleaning.
Yeah, for cleaning.
Cleaning.
Yeah, cleaning.
Cleaning.
For cleaning, Doug.
Give me another clue, Red. Another clue.
This is for use for cleaning the floor.
Old underwear.
No. This thing sucks up stuff from the floor.
Oh, no.
It sucks everything off the floor. Dirt, lint, dust, everything.
A baby?
Almost out of time, Uncle Red. Almost.
Your monster truck sucks money out of your wallet just like
A vacuum.
All right, let's meet our contestants. Our contestant starting on the far end is my Uncle Red, and of course Dougie Franklin and your brother Ben Franklin. Welcome to the show, one and all. Now, today's categories are atomic physics, the life of Monet, the Impressionist artist, differential equations, post-feminist poetry, I picked that one, palindromes or cars.
Well, that post-feminist poetry sounds tempting, but I think I'll go with cars, Harold.
All right, then. Now, please remember to phrase your answer in the form of an answer. All right. Question 1. What driver safety device was made mandatory in all passenger vehicles in 1962? Anyone at all? Oh, Ben! Yes, Ben. What mandatory driver safety device was mandatory, made mandatory because it was mandatory. They insisted upon it in 1962.
He opened a new road to landscape painting by applying scientific principles deduced from the laws of life.
No! Question, Harold? May I?
That's what I said, Harold.
All right. What driver safety device was made mandatory in all passenger vehicles in 1962? Yes, Dougie?
I would have to say it would be the fire retardant asbestos line fire suit.
No! Red?
The really big car?
No! Seatbelt. Seatbelts were made mandatory in 1962.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is still anybody's game. Nobody said anything even close to right yet. Alrighty. In some states and provinces, it is still illegal to do what at a red light? I'm assuming Ben.
The most popular of the series are the Hayregs, the poplars, the clips of it, the tap,
What the heck are you doing? Look, what do you got here? Come on, come up. Monet. Look at that. Monet. We're doing cars. Okay. Like, and what are these? Cheat sheets? Man, I have never been so humiliated in my entire life. You humiliated me. You let down our entire family here tonight. And I want you to try this once again, Harold. And you're going to guess this answer right. You're going to do about rules.
Okay, man. In some states and provinces, it is still illegal to do what at a red light?
Peel rubber.
No. No, sorry, man.
Oh, you idiot.
Okay, we need a tiebreaker, so pick a number between 1 and 10. Dougie.
7.
10. I'll go with 7 too.
We may be a while already. Uncle Red, could you please pick a number?
Your salary, Harold.
We got a winner! Oh, yeah, that's a winner. He's the winner. Yeah, sorry, guys.
Good news, everyone. Great news. Old lady Bigman, who is a principal from Possum Lake School, offered us to sell her sports equipment. Actually, she's kind of excited and hoping to participate in this medieval day. She wants to play the part of Guinevere. She's a little light in the Guina. She's very heavy on the veer.
Well, Uncle Red, I'm not sure that used scholastic sports equipment is the best stuff to use to recreate the Middle Ages. Unless I'm missing something.
Well, you're gonna be, Harold. All right. So how about purple horses? You think we could use some purple horses at all?
Purple horses?
Yeah, purple horses, Harold.
The school board has purple horses?
Yes, sir.
That explains the meat in the cafeteria. Pommel horses. That says pommel horses, Uncle Red.
Well, we can use that. And what about this pole vault thing here and the padding? What's that?
Oh, no, parallel bars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I sprain my armpits. I hate gym.
We can tell.
Now we've come to the experts part of our show, where my Uncle Red and his best friend Dalton will answer questions sent in by mail. First letter goes as follows. Dear expert. I want to cook vegetarian, but meat is all my husband will eat. How can I get him to eat a balanced diet?
Well, one thing you got to remember is that there's two major food groups here. There's meat and there's salt. So your husband's halfway there.
Wait. Haven't you forgotten, dairy and fruits and vegetables and grain?
Well, no, Harold. We haven't forgotten them. Just figured if you can't say anything good about something,
For a healthy, balanced meal diet, you want to vary your kinds of meat. Variety of cuts, variety of grades, variety of barbecue sauce. Around our house, we'll have as many as 17 different kinds of meat in a week.
17 different kinds of meat? Which butcher shop are you going to, Mr. Humphrey?
You don't need to go to the butcher shop, Earl, when you live close to the highway.
Oh, no.
So, Dalton, you're eating the roadkill there, Dalton? The roadkill?
Yeah, no, we're eating all natural, process of the product.
So Dalton, how do you cook the roadkill thing there?
Well, actually, it's pretty easy because most of it's already been grilled.
That's tough. There's got to be some tough meat there.
Well, yeah, some of it's already been pounded and pounded. But, you know, at the point of impact, it's always pretty tender. And what you want to do is presentation. Because there's nothing like presentation to enhance the flavor.
Yeah, that's true.
What we'll do is we'll paint a white line down the middle of the dining room. And sometimes we'll even serve our meal on hubcaps.
I can just picture your whole family bowing their heads for grace. Look both ways before you cross.
Yeah, you know, actually sometimes we'll even sing a couple verses to I got my kicks on Route 66.
Well, I hope you two clowns just remember, you are what you eat.
Well, you know, Harold, that's true. How about you tell us about some of your vegetables? What have you got for us today?
Well, today, Red, ladies and gentlemen, I'm performing one of my most favorite tasks as a ranger, tagging wildlife. Yeah. Now, sometimes I'll be tagging moose or bear, but today, I'm doing the trickiest of all. I'm tagging lions.
It's a shame Sneaky Peterson isn't here.
Well, that isn't necessary, Red, because I got this green pork chop. Oh, there we go. Got it.
Nice work.
Oh, I mean, it's a perk.
Oh, okay.
All right, now, I'm going to be taking one of these tags, if you'll just keep down the details there, Red.
Okay, fire away.
And, it's a female black fly, tag number 22395, no discernible markings.
Okay, got it.
And now to make sure this tag stays on, I got this staple right here.
Well, it's on there. It's on there.
I killed this bear. I killed one of nature's wonders.
Wait. No, she's fine. No, she's fine, Gord. She's fine. It's okay.
She flew away?
Yeah, she flew away.
She's okay.
Yeah, right as rain. Look at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, let's do number 22396. Let's work till dinner. I'll fry some pork chops. Okay.
Okay, this is the big one for a grand prize of a truckload of stuff we picked up off the side of the highway. Dalton, you have 30 seconds to get my Uncle Red to say this.
Sex. Eagle Day is turning into the most educational event that we've ever had here at the Possum Lodge, which isn't all that hard, actually.
So where's your suit of armor?
Oh, in there, the paint's dry, Harold. Boy, those hockey pads really soak up some primer. I'll tell you that.
Hope the horses don't get hurt.
Oh, no. We're not using real horses, Harold. What we did is we bolted a couple of those pommel horses to K-cars. Yeah, I suppose that, ordinary horses were good enough in the nice round table days, but we needed a little more horsepower, And the wives, they're apparently doing up a groaning board, but nobody knows what that is.
Oh, yeah, I know. The groaning board. Oh, yeah, I know. It's a groaning board. Groaning board. It's a board and it groans. And you gotta groan it, and you're a board. It's a groaning board.
As I say, nobody knows what it is. But we're all excited about it, and I figure that anything that uses or involves the word groaning uses food and involves the word groaning sounds pretty good to me. You know, it's amazing. I never thought history could be this exciting. I thought that history was just a bunch of dead people.
Well, it's early yet. Welcome to the expert portion of the show. On this week's expert portion of the show, we have two experts. We have my Uncle Red and his best friend, Edgar Montrose. This letter goes as follows, and it's from a viewer in Madison, Wisconsin. Dear experts, I am restoring a 1963 Rambler. At about 2 a.m. last night, I went into the house for a clean bandage, and I found a note. It was from my wife, and in it she said she was leaving me. All of her clothes were gone, and I think she took most of the furniture. Is she kidding or what? Signed, Confused.
Well, thanks for writing confused rather than showing up here in person.
Okay, now, the hardest thing about these situations is getting rid of the stove.
This gentleman here, he's got a Rambler.
His wife's gone, Harold. And once a man starts cooking his own meals, the next thing you know, he starts thinking he can live without women. In that way lies madness. And believe me, I'm not just guessing about this. Gotta get rid of the stove.
Well, you know, Edgar, that's not so easy to do. The environmentalists, you know, they won't let us throw them into the lake anymore. But you know what I do? I just put her up on top of the possum van and go out for a drive. And whatever happens, happens.
Parts per million. That's the secret. You gotta lower the parts per million. Reduce the density. Break that baby down into tiny little pieces so that it can be absorbed by the earth. Put a triple charge of number 7 dynamite into the oven drawer, and kaboom!
You know, that would be kind of fun to watch, I would think.
That's incredibly dangerous.
Exactly.
Well, just make sure you don't have a magnet up in your pocket, or you'll wind up with 200 pounds of iron filings in your shorts. Again.
Blow up a stove and romance comes back into your life. Quite possibly the stupidest advice I've ever heard.
Well, of course it is, Harold. We're just killing time here.
That's for sure. Anyone who's restoring a Rambler is beyond help anyway.
You know, Ranger Gord, you living up here and eating and sleeping here in the tower, in the watchtower number 13 for 16 years. Have you ever suffered from agoraphobia at all?
What's that, Red?
Oh, it's a fear of heights.
Heights?
Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, I'm not really that high up.
What's the matter? Oh. You all right? What's the matter?
It's too high.
No.
It's too high.
We're only up about 200 or 300 feet here. No,
Too high.
no, what?
I'm too high.
What? No. What's the matter?
Too high.
What's the matter? No. We're on television here. You're embarrassing. We're on television here, Gordon.
What?
Yeah, we're on television. Are you all right?
Oh.
You're crying on my shoe.
Yeah?
Well, that's all right. That's fine. Coming up. All right. You just come home in the best mood of your life. You walk through the front door, and you hear those words that make your blood run cold.
We need to talk.
Oh boy. Okay, first off, men shoot the breeze, they chew the fat, Men don't talk, all right?
Yeah, and when she gets you to talk, she wants you to do something else that men don't do. That men don't do. Share your feelings.
The problem here is men only have 3 emotions. Mild anxiety, full-blown panic. I may have miscounted.
No, there's the other one. When you're driving, it's primal rage, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep, exactly. Okay. Whereas compared to men, women have a huge range of emotions with the subtle gradations and smooth transitions of an FM radio dial.
Yeah, you see, if emotions were colors, a woman's emotions would look like the wall of paint chips at the hardware store. Or things like Misty River Green and Silver Brumby Beige.
Whereas men are stuck with Rust-Oleum red, safety yellow. It's why we're always painting ourselves into a corner.
So here's what you need to do. Go talk, just listen.
But listen smart. Clamp down on the inside of your mouth with your teeth.
Yeah, it'll give you a real soulful look. And maybe even bring some tears to your eyes, which you can wipe away with your manly fist.
Well, they score big points. Lots of points there, I'll tell you.
Yeah, she'll think you're swimming in the deep end of emotional riches.
Whereas actually, you're wading in the shallow end of clueless wonderment.
So remember, bide your time.
And bite your tongue. Blow me a Harold!
Pardon me?
Blow me a Harold!
What's a herald, Uncle Randall?
How they used to blow a trumpet and send in the king.
Oh, yeah! Oh, okay. Here it goes!
Behold, King Red, the Conqueror.
You look psychotic.
You saucy-tongued minstrel, I could have bad.
That's better than dying of embarrassment. Look at me!
That's your own fault, Harold. I told you could be the wizard if you wanted to.
Wizard? I thought you said wizard. Oh. What's all that talk about the royal we on the throne?
Today, Ranger Gord is going to teach us how to avoid being attacked by grizzly bears.
Right. In 16 years I've been manning Fire Watch Tower Room 13, I've never once been mauled by a bear. Oh sure, I've been attacked by foxes, wolves, deer, elk, badgers, and of course squirrels. So a hummingbird will give you a good nip. Oh, and that chipmunk scar is just starting to heal over. Let me show you.
Oh, no, that's okay, Ranger Gord. We don't need to see that.
But I've never once, not once, been mauled by a bear. What do you think that is, Red?
I would say good sense, I would say.
No. No way. No. Camouflage. Now, bears like to eat fish and grubs. So I never, ever dress up like fish or grubs. As much as I'd like to sometimes. I've waited. Instead, I dress up like a tree.
Oh, yeah?
Now these are ash branches, okay? And an ash looks like this. See? I'm an ash.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Now, you hold the branches like this, or even so much as this. And you're not going to fool a rabbit,
Right.
let alone a bear. So the key to dressing up like a tree is the shape.
Thank you very much, Gord.
Well, no, wait. I got another one here.
Oh, okay.
You take this in.
Okay.
You put it in your fingers like that.
Okay.
Isn't this fun? Well, this must be my favorite thing. There. Now, what am I?
Oh, Gordon, you don't want to ask me questions like that.
I'm a white birch bark. See? You didn't recognize me, did you? Well, what were you thinking?
Well, same as always. Well, this is the repair shop part of the show that we call if it ain't ain't broken, you're not trying. Joining us this week is Edgar Montrose.
Hi, Red. Hi, Mom.
Hi, son.
Edgar is kind of our local explosions and demolitions expert here at Possum Lodge.
Oh, I wouldn't say expert, Red. I'm more of an explosives enthusiast. Self-taught from the school of hard knocks and soft apologies.
Well, Edgar, you have anything for us today? Anything to fix?
Oh, I agree. No, Red, I'm here because I have this broken hammer that needs repairing. Yeah, it's my good hammer. I use it for hammering sticks of dynamite into tight holes.
Why don't you just drill bigger holes, Edgar?
I don't like drilling. I like hammering. It really sharpens the reflexes, especially when the head comes off. Like that.
All right. Well, normally what I do here is I'd, put a wedge in here or something like that, but hold that on there. But we want to be safe and secure. So what I recommend is a handyman's secret weapon, duct tape on this.
I'll throw a little duct tape on that.
How are the eardrums there, Edgar?
Oh, probably by Thursday.
Okay, Edgar. I understand that last week you blew up the old flour mill there up by Port Asbestos.
Oh, that's right. Boy, that baby went off just like a dry sneeze. A huge mushroom cloud of dirt and semolina. Talk about re-sifted.
Well, how much would you get paid for a demolition job like that?
Paid?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, Red. Just seeing 300 tons of flour suspended over Boston Lake is all the payment I need. I mean, to flatten that flour mill and not even scratch the gas station next door.
A gas station? No. Next to the flour mill, you've got the old railway shed there, and there's the bowling alley, and then you've got the fountain and everything, and then there's the gas station. It's not next door to the flour mill.
It is now.
Well, who would have thought guys in homemade armor, sharpened wooden lances, heading at each other on a couple of pommel horses bolted to K cars would be so dangerous. I guess it was kind of rough being a knight of the round table back in those days. Of course, back then, they wouldn't ever have to worry about a tie rod breaking.
There was cars swerving everywhere. Stinky Peterson's mug ropes got stuck in that bumper. He went from being fire talk to Lady Godiva.
Yeah, it really made us appreciate the things that we have today, like ambulances, stretchers, and X-ray machines.
Call the possum meeting time, Uncle Red.
Okay, you go ahead, Harold. I'll be down in a minute. I want to get this armor off of me here. I'm getting metal fatigue here. So, if my wife's watching, I'm no longer King Red. I renounced my throne. I'm going back to being a serf. And surf's up. To the rest of you, thanks so much for watching. On behalf of myself and Harold and the whole gang here at Possum Lodge, keep your stick on the ice.